everyone, welcome to Enlighten with Belle. K-Belle here with another reading. So I had done a reading after some conversation and inspiration from a friend. Well, the conversation inspired me to do a reading tailored to males and romance. So I am going to go ahead and I was just thinking about, well, I was focusing on, oh, here's a card for overall energy. So with being ADHD, my mind, even though I'm, treated and have, skills to manage it, it's still a part of me and that I accept and work with and kind of like, because it's who I am. Since I was like 4, since I remember my first memories. But so I'm compelled to tailor a reading towards people that don't necessarily identify as a gender at all, so that would be, non-binary, maybe even transgender. Okay, that's what my card fell down sideways. I don't know if those are meant to be in there or in the reading. So that is what my intuition is saying to me. Okay, so that's where we're gonna start. So if you are if you consider yourself or unsure maybe of your gender, this reading could be for you. That's where we start. So the overall energy, here's going to be the next key, whether or not you may want to tune in or not. So we have the Nine of Cups. The light is, well, it looks good on the camera, but the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh, my dog's barking at somebody walking. Strife arising from vanity, thankfulness, cynicism, independence, unforgiveness, and then we have the World upside down. Failure and perfection, lack of fulfillment, unfinished, emptiness, grief for missed opportunity. Okay, so that's kind of the overall energy. A little obviously not happy, not okay, so this reading is for those who are, they're not, you're either like, completely sure of your gender, that, you don't identify with the gender. So you're non-binary, or you're confused and not, so that's what this is for. I think I even said before, or transgender, maybe. I kind of feel like it's for those who are more towards the uncertainty. That would also make sense of this overall energy of these two cards that I pulled. So I'm going to separate these two energies, and I'm going to pull some more, or let some more cards fly out. I like when they fly out better. I just feel like that's what's meant to be. Or if I really feel intuitively compelled to pull a card out, I will. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So please, okay, we have two cards to clarify that. Oh my gosh, we have the Devil in reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, critical, cruel, overbearing, bitter, deceitful, unreliable, dismissive. Okay, so this, and the Devil, release from bondage. So, okay, so yeah, that makes total sense, because when you feel a certain way within about yourself and you don't think that others are going to accept you, that is one of the most shitty feelings in the world. I'll just be slangfully blunt. I don't even know if that is a word, slangfully, but I like to make up words sometimes. You know what I mean. So the devil, it's in reverse, which is good because you want to be who the fuck you want to be, which is great. But you're scared. You're scared. Like you've got these, you know, maybe you're a little bit critical of yourself, but I feel like, you know, you're the, so maybe you've told your parents or someone close to you, maybe someone who you're in a relationship with, you know, the cups are emotions. The world is like one of these, to me, one of the strongest cards. Like it's the last of the major arcana. It's like, you know, it's the completion. And my friends, you're not completed because you can't express yourself appropriately, or, you know, or be accepted the way you want to be. And any single human being, any species that's not harmful deserves to be accepted for who they are. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right there. I'm not afraid to say that because I believe that. I believe it's true. If you have a good heart, and I'm talking about even behind closed doors, you know it. Like, there's no reason for you to be dealing with these kind of feelings. So now I'm going to clarify this world here in reverse. Whoops. It was trying to slip off. I don't know how it would have fallen. The Empress. So you are like, you're badass. You want to be free and you deserve it. Fertility, beauty, happiness, nature, pleasure, development, success. You know, maybe there's some mother wounds, okay? That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Or maybe, you know, you are still a bit asking some questions and, you know, maybe you want to have a child too, or you're pregnant. So, maybe a little confused about that. That's just what I'm getting off of that, those three things. Some mother wounds. Mother is criticizing you for who you are. She wants you, you know, and if you don't have a mom, whoever takes care of you, your dad, it doesn't have to be a female. Okay, do we have one more card here to clarify the world in reverse? Okay. 4 came out, but these 2 fell on the ground. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So now we have Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Undecided, moody. There are people that they're just, they may act shitty on the outside, but on the inside, they're like, man, this person has some gall. Like, wow, you know, I wish I could be like that. The Magician in reverse. Again, you're not, you want it so bad. Like, you want that. People see your confidence. You don't realize that, but the Magician in reverse, you know, you are still insecure about yourself and like the power that you have. It doesn't matter your orientation of anything. You know, what matters is, like I said, what is in here? Like, even behind closed doors, okay? I have seen the most helpful people helping animals, the homeless, and behind closed doors doing something very dark and evil. So, you know, but they just, you know, like I've seen them be justified. me working in the mental health field and correctional facilities, I know I have seen and heard a lot, and even in my personal life, unfortunately. So these are 4 cards. Oh, this one. The moon, it's in mistakes, trifling mistakes, truth, deception. Okay, clarity. You want to, obviously, you know, like I said, well, the magician's in reverse, the moon's in reverse. You just want to get out of this darkness. You just want to live a life that is yours. And I'm just going to take a look at these 3 that came out here. The Hanged Man is in reverse, Ace of Cups, the 6 of Swords. Move from problems and be mindful of what you take. Transition. Exit. Moving beyond problem solving, a journey, deeper thinking, research. So, and the Hangman is in reverse. So like, you know, you, wait, it is in reverse. Yeah, it is. No, wait. Yeah. So you have just been, like, you've been patient. This is what I'm hearing. You've been patient. But you're not happy. You want to know some answers of, like, what to do. About this Ace of Wands in reverse. Where's that other Ace of Cups? Where'd it go? You have Ace of, so like you're strong person. Your cup, Ace of Cups. You're like so full of love. You know, look at this, like this little owl is on top. You're smart, intelligent, and you just want to be happy. You just want to live your life and free of misjudgment, bad judgment. Which, of course, as I've said, you deserve it. Anybody does. Like, come on. People have, it's just, I don't know. They're this, they're that. This is trending, that's trending. Who are, like, you know, where we need to be more focused on, like, ourselves. What are we doing? What am I doing? You know, like, Degrassi is one of my favorite shows since I was like 16 or so. I actually saw it when I was younger originally, the classic series on. But so that show is a special part of my heart. Anyways, now I forget the quote. Maybe it'll come back to me. Gosh, what was I? Oh gosh, I don't know. If it comes back to me, it will. But open your heart and receive the emotions around you. There are people that will be willing to listen to your story, and not just for gossip. Because believe me, there are some that are out there, they're wanting to just get the fucking tea so they can talk their shit, you know, in the workplace, in the school, and wherever you are. So be careful who you talk to, because you're a good person. But, you know, we have the Ace of Wands, which Wands is the movement. The movement's going slow because you've been so undecided of what to really do. Like, I feel like you've tried to explain. You've tried to be your authentic self, but it hasn't, it's like slapped you in the face is, you know, what I'm hearing. And you're just discouraged. You're blaming yourself a little too much, but it's not you, it's the other people. That's another Degrassi. I was just thinking, Adam, the character Adam, transgender character. He tells his best friends, Eli and Claire, and, you know, he's been bullied and he thinks that it's easier for him to just go back to being a girl and miserable and harming himself by burning himself. Maybe I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. Oh, well, if this video gets flagged, it gets flagged. Hopefully after people needing to hear it. But Claire catches him. Well, he tells Eli and Claire, those are the first people he tells, that he is an F to M, female to male, transgender, you know, and they have their questions. So this was an episode that was made or filmed or, you know, broadcasted in like 2010, you know, so the knowledge of this stuff was really just then starting to grow, right? And I'll tell you, Degrassi, whether it's a teen show or not, like it speaks to me a lot because they will go through, they're not afraid to go through every single type of issue really that people, I mean, yeah, they showed the teenagers mainly, but even into adulthood, these things can happen. You know, so Ace of Wands. Sorry, I didn't mean to try to go off on a tangent, but it's a good example because like that, I've always accepted people for who they are. But it gave me this like a deeper understanding. The character, I'm going to probably pronounce her name wrong, Jordan Todosi. She is a straight female in real life, but oh my gosh, she played that part excellent. Excellent. And I just like, I felt it, what he was going through with his, you know, just wanting to be who he is. So that being said, the Ace of Wands, or I should say after saying that, Ace of Wands movement is, you know, it's still slow. I think that's, like, I don't know. False start. Yeah, so just lots of delays. But Ace of Cups is telling you to find new friendships to go with your new feelings, okay? Love yourself. Be happy. So, yeah, you can do it. You take it, you know, the delays, whatever, it doesn't mean like, oh, move fast and just tell, you know, it means take some time still, okay? Because, yeah, it doesn't mean you need to, like, move faster. Kind of keep a pace. Meet these new friends. Find these special friends. And don't rush in with telling them about what you know, like, what you feel. And this, like, everybody needs to do that. I've learned that myself, like, because I love to talk so much, I can overshare. And, you know, like, people, like, there are people out there. My dog's, she's hiding under this pillow. Look at this. Hey, Joy. She is something else. She loves to go under. Here's Henry. She loves to go. She'll go under the blankets. It's just so adorable. But, yeah, gossip and rumors, people who participate in that, they've got a little bit of, they got at least a dash of evil in them. Especially if they don't feel it in their conscious, that, you know, like the guilt. If they do it to try to fit in and then they feel guilt, they're on the fence. They have a whole other, you know, like a issue. But okay, so this reading has actually, this reading really, to me, it makes a lot of sense. And I feel there are people who need to hear this. So I really hope it does reach those people. The first card here, this is the oracle. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? Ask yourself that. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself? So a lot of us don't realize our world around us, how people perceive us, our experiences we go through, situations we find ourselves in, really boils down to us, what we're thinking, what we're doing, you know, and especially our deep core beliefs, okay? So what story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Today's soul action. It's time to upgrade. And yeah, there's an exclamation point after that. Look your belief in the eye. You gotta face it like so strong. Doesn't mean like I said, it don't mean go shout it out. You start with you, okay? Where did it come from? Where did that lacking, false belief come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? Maybe do a little bit of journaling or, just thinking, brainstorming, whatever works for you, meditating about it. How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. Wow. I'm going to see if there's one more or so that wants to come out of this oracle deck here. But I really think that the spiritual energy really brought the right cards out overall. So I don't know if anything else really feels compelled to come out at this time. Let's see. I'm always one of those people. Is there anything else? Anything else? But I don't know. I felt like that was a perfect place to end it, but still I'm like, anything else? Oh, well, okay, let me do this. This deck here. I don't have the box with me, but it's a lot of I call it the 8-ball deck. I can put it in the description below. Okay, last message for this collective, please. Oh, here we go. So, okay, so with the questions that you're asking yourself, the things that you're facing, the card is telling you, yes, but it will take a while to be known or to manifest. I don't know if it'll... Perfect. I'm glad that I did that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Kay Bell, and this is Enlightened with Bell, and I really hope that you got some enlightenment today. If this reading felt at all meant for you, even a piece or two or a few, that's, to me, that's good. So I will see you next time. Bye for now.